It's Joe Burnich with BigWestMarketing.com. I'm continuing my series on setting up your business, for legal reasons and for tax reasons. I've been learning a lot myself. Been reading this book, the Tax and Legal Playbook, and then I've also been talking with my CPA, my attorney. I'm learning all kinds of stuff that I wish I would have started getting into years ago when I first started setting up my corporation. But as I'm setting up a new LLC right now, an LLC partnership, it got me thinking about stuff. I want to make sure I have all my tax stuff and legal stuff set up correctly. So what we're going to talk about in this video, which is very, very important if you have an LLC or if you're thinking about getting an LLC, this is extremely important. It's how to make sure your LLC is actually protecting your personal assets, which is the whole point of an LLC. So let's get started right now. Okay, so we're talking about LLCs, limited liability companies. This is just a type of business that you have to set up, register with the state, pay a little bit of money, get all that stuff taken care of, and it protects your personal assets. It's not for tax reasons. I know a lot of people think, well, if I set up an LLC, it'll help me with taxes. No. Set up an LLC to protect your personal assets, meaning if your business if there's a lawsuit against your business, then the LLC will help protect your house, your car, your equipment, all your personal stuff that you own under your name, not the company name, but your name. So you want to basically separate yourself from your business using an LLC. That's the whole point of it. In order to, like in my case, it's to protect my house. That's really the only asset I really have. Yes, I have a truck, but really it's my house. That's all I really care about, okay, at the time of this video anyway. Hopefully in the future I'll have lots more assets and life will be good, but right now it's my house. And so I want to protect my house in case of any kind of situation that that could take my house away from me, basically. So what I've learned is that most LLCs, almost all LLCs are set up in a way that doesn't really protect them, okay? They give you a false sense of security, and I came by this by reading this book. This guy, Mark Kohler, is a CPA, and he is an attorney. He's a law firm, and he has a CPA firm. He has an accounting firm. And the stuff that he's explaining to me, I wish my attorney would have told me this back when I first set up my corporation so that I would have understood better. So basically what he's saying is that most people will just go register an LLC with the state and then they think they're done, okay? But what he's saying, that's only 25% of the process is complete when you do that, okay? And then he said, and this is quoting from the book, page 71, and heaven forbid you get into a lawsuit, okay? If you aren't maintaining your LLC and its separate, distinct enterprise, you will have no protection whatsoever. So who cares if you have an LLC? Yeah, it puts a couple cool little letters after your business name, but it doesn't protect you unless you establish an operating agreement, okay? Get an operating agreement, and you can get templates or you can have an attorney do it, whatever, but you need an operating agreement to go with your LLC, okay? And then you also want to register, and you want to register that with the state. You also want to register with the state annual meetings and minutes, okay? So most people won't tell you this. For some reason, attorneys don't tell you this, okay? Maybe you have an attorney that did tell you this, but what my attorney didn't tell me this. And this guy's saying that like 90% of the time people come to his office and they have an LLC, but they don't have any knowledge of what I'm talking about right now. So like I'm saying, you got to have an operating agreement, you got to have annual meetings, and then you have to take minutes on those annual meetings, and you have to register that stuff with the state every year, okay? So that it shows that you are separating yourself as a person from your LLC. And of course you want to have separate bank accounts. You don't want to dip into your business account for personal stuff. You don't want to use that as your own personal piggy bank. Hopefully you know that. But beyond that, you need to make a distinct separation, and this is how you do it. Now, I'm on this website right now. I found this. It's all I did was Google LLC annual meeting minutes template, okay? And I found this here. and then you say free download for LLC meeting minutes, and it gives you this nice little template here to register, to basically conduct your meeting, and the following items of business were conducted. It's very simple. We're talking about 3 pages, maybe an hour out of your time every year to make sure your LLC is actually protecting you. Okay? And I actually brought this to the attention of my business group, and I don't think anybody, a lot of them have LLCs set up, and I don't think anybody in there knew that this was necessary in order for protection. And I want to quote the book, another part of the book that says, "Wouldn't you rather show up in court with the typical entity documents and annual company maintenance history so a judge feels more comfortable siding with you?" If you walk in there and you don't have this stuff set up, and you just have LLC after your name, the chances of a judge siding with you are slim to none, and they're going to come after your personal property if necessary. They'll come after your house. They'll come after your car. They'll come after your retirement accounts. Okay? So the whole point of the LLC is to protect that stuff. So what I recommend you do is you do a Google search for if you have an LLC, or if you're thinking about forming an LLC. I highly recommend you do a Google search for LLC annual meeting minutes template, and also LLC operating agreement template. Okay, get all this stuff set up, get it registered with the state, do it every year when you pay your 20, 30, 40 bucks or whatever your state charges. But that's how you're actually going to protect yourself with an LLC. Once again, I want to make a disclaimer. I am not an attorney, so anything I say here, you must run by an attorney before you take any action. Okay, do not do anything I say unless you consult with an attorney. I have to say that disclaimer. I'm in the process of looking for a new attorney right now, just because he's not my current attorney, but the attorney that originally set my corporation up didn't tell me any of this stuff. So I'm in the process of looking for a new attorney that's a little more open and willing to inform me of this stuff, so I don't have to go find it on my own. And I recommend you do the same. I recommend you find an attorney that is going to talk to you about the stuff that I just explained right now. But like I said, I'm not an attorney, so you cannot take my advice and run with it and think that you're good to go. But I do recommend you read this book, The Tax and Legal Playbook, okay, by Mark Kohler. Get on Amazon, get that book, pay $15, get the book, and learn how to protect yourself and how to save taxes in the process. So that's it for my little rant right now. I hope this helps anybody out there that has an LLC that thinks they're protected, but they're probably not. It's just something I've learned about. I'm excited to share it with you, my clients, or anybody else who sees this. But I want to say once again, I am not an attorney, so consult with an attorney before taking any solid action. Thank you very much. Joe Burnich, Big West Marketing, the CEO of BigWestMarketing.com.